Well, in a few moments' time, right here on Main Event on Foxtel, we're going to see Adam Forsyth involved again. Probably best known as our, well, in many ways, arguably, a very, very promising heavyweight, but being robbed at the Athens Olympic Games. And we saw him in action when we were last here at the E.G. Whitlam Centre, and that was against Oscar Telemar.
Oscar Telemar, yeah. Big Oscar, a tough guy from New Zealand who certainly comes to have a crack. But Adam Forsyth, an excellent prospect, moving down to cruiserweight where he's a serious force. And here we are with Big Oscar. Oscar's been around a long time and he does come to fight. He doesn't squib it one bit, that's for sure. And
I think tonight, Barry, for the people at home, you're going to see a classic case of a man's power coming on as he comes down to his natural weight. So I think Adam Forsyth is more of a cruiserweight than he ever was a heavyweight. And I think he's going to be a hell of a lot more of a puncher at cruiserweight.
I couldn't agree with you more, Paul. You know, as you know, I said it earlier, you know, the lighter you can get in the ring, the lighter you can get in this business and get in the ring, the stronger you can against your opponent, the better off you are. And that's such a big thing for our listeners out there. You know, a few kilos, it mightn't sound a lot, but by the time you get in the ring, you might be 6-7 kilos heavier than what you actually weigh in at. It's very important to get as low as you possibly can.
Well, he gave a lot of weight away in this contest, and he's going to be doing exactly the same tonight. He's weighed in at about 90.5 kgs, Adam Forsyth. Tamaidilewa has weighed in at 98 kgs.
Yep.
There's a lot of punching power there, isn't there?
Adam said to me that he was only informed at the weigh-in that his opponent was so overweight. So they were planning to come in at the cruiserweight level. His opponent came in overweight, so he's going to make him pay in the ring.
Yep, and I reckon he will. Look at those beautiful, vicious body shots against Big Oscar there.
Well, Adam Forsyth had a very distinguished amateur career, as we mentioned. Best known for being robbed at the Athens Olympic Games. He got to the round of 16 there. He always had a great battle with another Aussie heavyweight, Brad Pitt.
Yep.
And he's had the 3 pro fights now, Adam Forsyth, for 3 victories. And again, it's a learning curve about the pro ranks, isn't it?
It sure is.
And Adam told me that he's had a great preparation in Germany. He had an excellent camp training for this fight, had unbelievable sparring, so I'm really excited and looking forward to seeing Adam fight tonight.
Yeah, his plans were always to turn pro, and they were always to then be based in Europe, in particular probably Germany, where he could get that experience in Germany, being based there and then fighting around Europe and getting a lot more experience. And now he's back here fighting for us again.
It's excellent, you know, that our fighters can go overseas and get the experience that is needed, the experience that they're looking for, and dip a toe in the water when it comes to seeing just how good you are in relation to the talent around the world, and then bring that back to your own soil and do damage with it. That's what boxing's all about.
Well, we're about to find out just how good Adam Forsyth is. Will he be able to keep that undefeated record intact? Matthew Campbell.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some heavyweight boxing. This bout scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds. Fighting out of the red corner, wearing the red trunks, weighing in, not as some publications say, at 98 kilos, but at 90.8 kilos. His professional record stands at 11 bouts for 8 wins, 4 by way of knockout and 3 losses. Once again, he hails from Fiji, trained by Oscar Telemar. Here he is, Poasa Tamaidilewa. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, wearing the red and white trunks, weighing in just a tad lighter at 90.4 kilos. His professional record is short but impressive. 3 fights, 3 wins, 3 knockouts. Originally from New Zealand, he now calls Perth, Australia home. Trained by the one and only Johnny Lewis. Give him a big hand, Adam Forsyth. Once again, your judges, Bloyd, McMahon and John Cauchi, and returning to the ring as referee, Mr. Garry Dean.
Adam, listen guys, he's a big guy, so I don't want to go pulling you apart, all right? So just listen to my instructions at all times. If I say break, it's going to break nice and clean, all right? Keep the heads out of it, keep the punches up. Come on, let's make it fair. Go.
Garry Dean, a former strawweight champion. Great little fighter in his day.
And a great bloke and a great referee. Does a good job in there.
But a little man to be dealing with such big...
Oh, he'll handle them all
big
right.
fighters in there, definitely will.
And I think Adam... Tamaidilewa, nice side on there in the opening. Got a pretty good record too, this guy, but he looks a little bit soft around the midsection.
Oh, Matthew just told you about that record, 11 pro fights, 8 victories, 4 of them by knockout. He's had the 3 losses. Now 2 of those losses have come by the way of knockouts. He's boxed over 66 pro rounds. He's got that 36% knockout ratio.
He's going to want to be good to handle someone with the prowess of Adam Forsyth. Ably assisted in the corner by Johnny Lewis. Johnny Lewis training Adam Forsyth. And he's a very good prospect, this boy.
And he's giving away 8 kgs, don't forget that.
Adam Forsyth looking a lot quicker tonight than what he has at heavyweight.
Certainly snappy here in the opening seconds of round 1.
And the trick, obviously, is to try and retain that speed as you get up in the divisions and put on that weight and box. Goes to the body.
Nice little right drive, digs it in there. 3 fights, 3 pro fights, 3 knockouts. Can he continue with his knockout run, Adam Forsyth? And I'm pretty confident he will. Digs a nice right to the side of Tamaidilewa's body.
Well, he's ranked 11th in the heavyweight rankings at the moment. Carly Meehan, #1 in this country. John Hopewade, Nathan Briggs, your brother, Paul.
That's right.
He's rated #4, so we could maybe see a clash here.
Yeah, no, this lad's future's in the cruiserweight division for sure.
Right uppercut, taken on the body.
Tamaidilewa looking like just an awkward customer. Not one of the easiest guys to land a clean shot on.
No, Adam's just having a bit of a look at him here. He's, copped a couple of reasonably solid punches from Tamaidilewa, but nothing that's bothered him. Under a minute remaining, round 1.
Tamaidilewa, the veteran, he's 33, 5 years older than Adam Forsyth. Misses with that left lead, is Forsyth. Brushed away by Tamaidilewa.
And see, Forsyth wants to undoubtedly get some rounds under his belt, Paul.
Definitely.
Get some ring rounds. Nice little right to the body.
Well, he's had... Oh, good right hand.
He's
that
gone.
has stung.
He was gone. He was gone.
Tamaidilewa is down.
It's over.
And I'm tipping he's out as well.
It's over.
This will be the 3rd time that Adam Forsyth has come up with a KO in the opening round of a contest.
Forget it. It's over.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He didn't want to know about it, I'm telling you.
Nice right hand.
Beautiful right hand. Shook him badly. He sort of spun around, went to his corner, copped another one and thought, that's it, I'm out of here. He was badly hurt.
He just checks on his opponent, does Adam Forsyth, but there was no coming back for Tamaidilewa.
He was badly hurt. You can see that in slow-mo. It was a crashing right hand. You could bone-crunching right hand to the cheek, to the jaw. Figured it was just a matter of time before he got through with one of them.
Doctor just checking the eyes of Tamaidilewa.
He's had a KO in the 1st round. He's had a TKO in the 1st round. And he's had a TKO against Oscar the boxer. Last time we saw him at the E.G. Whitlam Centre.
Yeah,
and that was in the 4th round.
Yeah, and Oscar soaked up a lot of punishment. But no, very exciting prospect, this boy.
He's got the right man in his corner, hasn't he, Johnny Lewis, looking after that transition from the amateur ranks to the professional ranks, and you believe it doesn't lie in the heavyweight division, it lies in the cruiserweight division.
Definitely in the cruiserweight division, and Johnny's aware of that, I'm sure. You couldn't have a smarter man in the corner than John. And, the depth of experience that Johnny Lewis has had, there's very few fight trainers or fight people in the country that have got that kind of knowledge. And it's something you certainly don't get overnight.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a stunning blow, and Tamaidilewa, I don't know what he could have actually done about it. It was just too good.
Short chopping right hand.
Too hard, too sweet, too perfect, really, from Adam Forsyth. His 4th KO victory up to Matthew Campbell.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it from our brave visitor from Fiji. Put your hands together. Thank you. Once again, we have a bout tonight stopped in the first round, this time at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The winner by knockout and keeping his perfect record intact from the blue corner, Adam Forsyth. Adam, congratulations. I mentioned the perfect record. You're not spending a lot of time in the ring, though. That's 3 of your knockouts in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I've been training hard. You know, I've come down now cruiserweight, looking to get some fights in a lighter weight, and I feel really good at this weight. Just that's what happens. Lucky puncher or not lucky puncher, I guess. It's just that's what happens.
Cruiserweight, that's where you want to be?
Yeah, I want to be cruiserweight. I mean, that's my natural weight. I feel good at that weight, faster and stronger. So I'm going to try and stay around that weight now.
I guess when you're not spending much time in the ring, you've got to spend extra time in the gym.
That's right. I mean, I'm spending a lot of time sparring and getting my rounds up like that. I mean, good to not spend much time in the ring, but on the other hand, I need a good fight and need a good challenge.
Well, I'm sure you're happy, and I'm sure Johnny Lewis is happy in the corner. Well done, mate. We look forward to seeing you again.
Thanks so much, and thanks, Johnny, and thanks, Sean, and thanks to my father for coming all the way from New Zealand. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is going places, Adam Forsyth.
Well, he's actually 27 years of age. He was born in New Zealand, resides in WA, but spends a lot of his time now training in Germany. Has the services of Johnny Lewis in his corner as well. So Adam Forsyth just confirming what you guys said, that cruiserweight is his division.
Definitely, and if you look at the slow motion replay of that shot there, it was actually a temple shot, Paul. It wasn't on the chin. Watch, it was there. That was the shot that did it. He shook his, he was badly shaken, and that was right on the side of the temple. But yeah, no, very good prospect, young Adam Forsyth.
I think Adam Forsyth's showing a lot more power and a lot more speed. I think this is his preferred weight.
Definitely. Now, you know, in slow-mo there, it's a bit hard for our viewers there to understand the sort of power, but you could almost hear the bone-crunching power behind that right hand when it landed, and the way he shook, the way his whole body shook when he went down.
Solid body shot, that last right hand just dipping straight into the side of the ribs there.
And I think there's a bit of a good luck charm working here for Adam Forsyth. I mentioned how he was maybe best known for getting ripped off in the quarterfinals of the Athens Olympic Games. And I think there's a long list of great world champions in the pro ranks, Paul and Barry, who have all been ripped off at the Olympic Games or World Championships in the amateur ranks, and they've gone on to prove just how bad those decisions were by their ability in the pro ranks.
Undoubtedly, Jeff Fennick's a prime example of that. He was ripped off in the Olympics, and it's happened to so many people, Well, that's the action, Adam Forsyth. I think we're seeing a real star of the future, hopefully in the cruiserweight division, and he will be flying that Aussie flag overseas probably quicker than we can even imagine. You stay with us on Main Event. This is Fight Night. Terry Kennedy, Barry Michael, and also Paul Briggs.